A mysterious flash ignites in the skies over Tel Aviv. Not a ballistic missile, nor a familiar stealth aircraft, but a new target rushing forward at the speed of a cruise missile, producing a terrifying jet roar as it carves its path deep into Tel Aviv. Air raid sirens tear through the silence of Israeli cities that had long believed their Iron Dome to be an impenetrable wall. Yet this time, what's coming is unlike anything before. A mysterious hybrid between aircraft and missile, carrying Tehran's finger point and promoted as part of the True Promise scenario, a chapter that may soon be written in Tel Aviv's skies. But this time with heavier impact and deeper consequences. A journey full of secrets and hidden details awaits you, for what has never been revealed before about Shahed-238 will be laid before you, moment by moment in this episode. Do not leave the screen, for the surprises to come may change your entire perception of the next war. For years, the Shahed-136 established itself as an icon across the battlefields of the Middle East and Ukraine. A simple drone, inexpensive, with a propeller engine and long range that made it an effective tool. Yet it suffered from slow speed and the ease of interception once picked up by radars. The lesson was clear. The United States and its allies quickly developed short-range air defense systems to hunt down swarms of these suicide drones. The Iranian response was clear and decisive. A new version, jet-powered, faster, deadlier, and far more destructive. Its first appearance came in September 2023, when Iranian state television broadcast short footage of it, a fleeting clip that ignited the curiosity of analysts. Only weeks later, the Revolutionary Guard officially unveiled the Shahed-238 during a massive military parade, declaring it a new, advanced version equipped with sophisticated guidance systems, no longer just a slow drone, but a strategic weapon capable of overwhelming even the most complex air defense networks. Dissecting the beast, Shahed-238 under the microscope. As we move closer into the secrets of the Shahed-238, it becomes clear that it's not a simple upgrade of an old drone, but a complete leap in design philosophy. Its airframe was built sturdier and more aerodynamic, resembling the Shahed-136 in general appearance, but intelligently modified to endure the pressure of jet speeds. Its length is about 3.5 meters, its wingspan extends to around 2.5 meters, while its overall weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Inside its frame hides the beating heart, a small turbojet engine, the Tulu 10 or TJ-150, the very engine that grants it a roar, unlike any of its predecessors, a roar closer to a cruise missile than to a kamikaze drone. With this engine, the Shahed-238 can fly at speeds ranging between 500 and 700 kilometers per hour, more than double the speed of its predecessor, turning it from a slow, easily intercepted target into a jet-propelled projectile that leaves Israeli defenses with almost no time to respond. But speed is not everything. Its range makes it a truly strategic card. It can cover distances of 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers, meaning it can be launched from deep inside Iran and still reach any target in Israel without the need for a ballistic missile or a manned fighter jet. Its warhead is more diverse than many assume. Reports indicate payloads ranging from 50 kilograms in lighter models up to 300 kilograms in heavier variants. High explosive or fragmentation types capable of tearing infrastructure, disabling airports, or crippling defense systems. The story does not stop at structure and payload. The drone's electronic brain itself represents a revolution. The first version relied on GPS INS systems to hit fixed targets with alarming accuracy. The second is equipped with EO/IR electro-optical and infrared cameras, allowing it to identify fly and pursue targets even in the darkest nights. The third was designed specifically for air defense suppression, fitted with a passive radar seeker that homes in on radar emissions, turning it into a kamikaze hunter that terrifies radar crews and missile batteries alike. With the variety, the Shahed-238 becomes a multi-role suicide drone, each variant with a unique mission, leaving Tel Aviv in constant uncertainty. Is the next one targeting a power station, an airport, or will it dive directly into the Iron Dome radar itself? Leaked images also reveal that its external frames has been improved for greater stability at high speeds, and its air intake design resembles that of Russian cruise missiles, adding a frightening silhouette when spotted at low altitudes. Even its sound signature has changed. Instead of the familiar buzzing of the Shahed-136 propeller, the Shahed-238 produces a jet-like howl, the whistle of death, audible from afar but given little warning before impact. The fusion of cruise missile speed, kamikaze affordability, multiple guidance options, and destructive payload, all inside a small frame, turned the Shahed-238 into a weapon that unsettles Tel Aviv and imposes a battle that cannot be won easily. The dark side. Behind all this brilliance lies another face unseen by many, for despite everything said about the Shahed-238's power, it's far from flawless. It's far more expensive than the Shahed-136 that made its name, making it harder to deploy in massive swarms. Second, its jet engine, though fast, consumes more fuel, shortening its flight range compared to the propeller-driven version. Third, its high thermal signature makes it more vulnerable to detection by infrared sensors and manpads, unlike the cooler and slower Shahed-136. Fourth, the new design added weight, reducing its effective fuel capacity and thus its time in the air. Fifth, its warhead, though destructive against medium targets, is still not equivalent to a real cruise missile when striking hardened bunkers and fortified installations. Sixth, its dependence on foreign components opens the door to production challenges if sanctions succeed in cutting off smuggling routes. And finally, its kamikaze nature means it's a one-time weapon, consumed with every strike, meaning its effectiveness always depends on Iran's or Russia's capacity to mass-produce replacements. Yet, this dark side is but a detail in the bigger picture. The drone does not need to be perfect, it only needs to be fast, disruptive, and exhausting, enough to keep Tel Aviv or Kiev on edge every single night. From Ukraine to Tel Aviv, the rise of Shahed-238. From the moment of its birth, the Shahed-238 was never built for display, but a weapon of war, tested in blazing battlefields. Its first combat appearance was in Ukraine in early 2024, when Russia launched small batches of them within massive swarms of hundreds of drones. The scene was new for defenders. A drone-sized targets moving at cruise missile speed. Radars picked it up, but the reaction window was far shorter than crews were used to with the slower Shahed-136. Some were shot down, but others broke through and hit depots and bases, marking the drone's first true combat chapter, soon to become a talking point in capitals around the world. As months passed, the Shahed-238 secured a permanent role in Russia's strikes, often deployed in limited numbers alongside larger swarms of propeller drones. Sometimes no more than 8 or 10 were launched in a single night, yet their psychological and operational impact was doubled. They were not only weapons of destruction, but tools of disruption, forcing defenders to waste costly interceptors against drones that might cost less than a fraction of the missile fire to stop them. In the Middle East, the image is even more ominous. Imagine this drone launched from deep inside Iran, flying more than 1,500 kilometers toward Tel Aviv, arriving in under 2 hours, carrying high explosive warhead. At the moment, Israeli air defenses face a real dilemma. Is it a sophisticated Russian cruise missile or just a cheap kamikaze drone? Time does not allow for long deliberation, and the wrong decision means an explosion in the heart of an airbase or a military site. The scenario was feared in Tel Aviv is a combined assault. Dozens of slower Shahed-136 drones launched first to exhaust Iron Dome batteries, while the jet-powered Shahed-238 slips through to strike strategic sites, command centers, power plants, or vital radar stations. And in the case of the radar-seeking variant, the terror multiplies. The drone becomes a deliberate hunter, silently closing in on radar emissions, then striking to destroy the system in one blow. This is no more financial loss, it's a lethal gap in Israel's shield. In the final analysis, the Shahed-238 stands as a critical figure in Iran's arsenal, not a modern man fighter, not a mighty ballistic missile, but a hybrid born from blending missile speed with drone affordability. A weapon writing a new chapter in aerial warfare. In Ukraine, it proved it could penetrate advanced defenses. In the Middle East, it's watched with growing unease by Tel Aviv, fully aware that it could appear overhead at any moment. And so, dear viewer, the question remains, will the Shahed-238 be the weapon that writes the end of the Iron Dome legend, or just a temporary pressure card in a much larger game? Dear viewer, your support is the fuel that gives us the strength to keep going. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and share this episode with those who care about this world of hidden secrets. Always remain part of Marshall EN, where together we uncover what has never been.